Okay, this is just a setup, okay, for something we're going to be doing. So just factor the expression. You have x second times x plus 2 minus 16 times x plus 2. Do not distribute. You're not doing that. Factoring is the opposite of distributing. You're going to make a line and a parentheses, and you're going to put a little parentheses right there. Okay, little parentheses, big parentheses. Now you see how these parentheses match up, okay? So you put that x plus 2 expression out here. Now cross it out. Now you fill in the big one with x to the second minus 16. Okay, now the expression without the exponent, circle it and bring it over here. Okay, that's done. This you circle and put dops question mark, okay? So, make two parentheses, one with a plus, one with a minus. So x to the second, we know from that multiplication table that that's x times x, okay? And then the 16, 16's on that little row of numbers, that's 4 times 4. You know that row of numbers that I circled off to the side, okay? It's right here. So we're going down this row. 16's there, 4 times 4, okay? So x, 4, 4, okay? Now you put those alongside, and that's what you're going to do here today. Okay, next problem. 2x to the second times x minus 4 plus 5 times x minus 4. So you put a little parentheses next to a bigger parentheses. Alright, x minus 4 is what is inside. These should match, okay? Then you put 2x to the second plus 5. Okay, now the one with the minus, the one where the x does not have an exponent, where it's just x or x to the first, you just bring that over. That cannot be factored. That's a linear expression. Okay, the one with the x second, you write dops right under it, question mark for a reason. Well, you have a plus right away. You cannot do a dops, a difference of perfect squares, with a plus. So you say no, and you just bring that along right beside it. So there will only be 2. Right, no, and then you just put that right beside it. Okay, next problem. Times. Little parentheses, bigger parentheses, so x minus 6 goes out here. Then you put 3x to the second plus 7, okay? So the one that doesn't have the second power, you just bring it over here. The one with the second power, you see if that's a difference of perfect squares, question mark, difference of perfect squares, plus, minus. You have a plus, so you know it's not, okay, so put no. Now you just put the 3x to the second plus 7 right alongside it. Okay, x to the second times 5x plus 5 plus 8 times x minus 7. Now, I did not write this problem incorrectly, okay? The parentheses expressions do not match, okay? So you don't do any of this, you write the word prime, okay? Prime. These have to match. Okay, next problem. That is a 4 up there. It's 4x to the second. Staples in the way. You can see what you have. Okay, little parentheses, big parentheses. So within the expression, the parenthesized expressions, you have x minus 2. Okay. Then you cross those out, and then you have 4x to the second minus 9. The one with where the x is not to any power, it's a powerless x. That means it's done. Dops question mark. Okay, well the minus is there, okay? Now 4x to the second, well 4 is 2 times 2, and then x to the second means I'd attach an x factor onto each 2, because that's x times x, and then 9 is 3 times 3. So it's 2x, 2x, and then 3 and 3. Now that you did that, you put those new parentheses right alongside the x minus 2, because see, this has become this. Okay, next problem. Check the insides don't match. X plus 4, x plus 7. This is prime. It will not go down. Okay, next problem. X plus 3, x plus 3, so I put that expression here, and you have x to the second power minus 5. Okay, this one's finished, okay, done. This one you have to see if that's a difference of perfect squares. Well, you got the minus. X to the second is a perfect square because we know that's x times x. You should have that down already. But 5 is not a perfect square. Down that list, I don't see 5, so no. So you just keep that as x to the second power minus 5. Okay. X plus 5. And you have 4x to the second plus 3. So that one, the one without the power, circle. Now dops, question mark. Well, you have a plus, so right away you know it's a no. So that means you just put that expression, that parentheses, right alongside it. Shouldn't take it too long.